scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to Singletary with his first carry of the game. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try to protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Anderson. He'll get this to Eckler. Touchdown, Falcons! Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now Anderson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Running on first down, Eckler. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Anderson now, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
36.
On second down, here's a run with Singh. From the gun on third down, Fields. And that is in. Sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Check 31.
On first and 10, Anderson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Anderson. Throwing again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Anderson throwing on third and long. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Second and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Fields. He's going to loft one. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Barely got the extra point. 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Anderson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On 1st and 10, Anderson. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Anderson on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They think he can win every battle.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Anderson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. 3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now Anderson from the gun, he'll throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Right over there.
Anderson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And some space here. The 20. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Second and 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Looking to throw. Fields. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bailey now for the extra point. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 3. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second and 14. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anderson escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check four. Mike, 58, right there. Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 13. Check 13. Kill.
Looking to throw. Anderson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check. Check 3. Ready?
The final shot before break. Braxton flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Switch it. Come on, switch 61. Max box, right. Dude.
Back to throw. Braxton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Trying to get it to Landry there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A nice throw there by the.
Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Ready. 70.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Look at me. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Braxton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Braxton. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's take it up around the 40. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. This quarterback now 5 straight second half, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with the lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw on 2nd down. Braxton flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come. Shift. Watch the safety. Yeah. Defense.
Operating from the gun. Braxton. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
15 line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Braxton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back to throw. Braxton. Muscles him off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Fields. And it's caught.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Slam. Watch the ship. Hey.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Devin Singletary. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, they got the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at its 4. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 1st down, Braxton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Singletary. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking to throw. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. 2 minutes left. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Braxton. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw. Braxton. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. They were looking for Johnson that time. Well, that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. This is taken at the 3. Able to push his way through. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Go. Check safety. He's coming. We got double up. Hard. Back. Hey. High 7. Please grab it.
2nd and 13. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Kill. Shoot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Man out. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the edge. Buzz. Shoot.
On 4th down, Braxton escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.